Alright. From the top of a tower, the angle of depression to a rock on the ground is 54 degrees. Again, when you get these kind of things, you want to draw that picture. So I got my person up here on the top, and they're going to be staring down. Now I always like to draw my triangles with one leg on the ground, and that allows me to put my angle of depression and angle of elevation in the same spot. Just to talk about that one more time. If you are talking about the angle of depression, the actual angle they're talking about is the angle you depress your eyes at from your horizon line. It's this angle. When I draw this picture though, you'll notice I'm not drawing this triangle. I'm not drawing the actual triangle that the angle of depression is referring to. I'm going to draw a triangle with the leg on the ground. Because your horizon lines are parallel, this angle and this angle are alternate interiors. That means they will be congruent. So if you'll draw a triangle with one leg on the ground, your angle of depression and elevation will be in the same location each time. Anywho, you've got 135 feet from the foot of the tower to the rock. How tall is the tower? I'm going to use X right there is my tower. I'm going to go the tangent of 54 is equal to X over 135. Again, using that SOHCAHTOA. And then I'm going to have 135 tangents of 54 is equal to X. Drop that in your calculator and you'll get X is equal to 186 feet. And that's it. Remember that unless otherwise indicated, we're rounding to the nearest integer on these. We got a lighthouse. It's 66 feet above sea level, and it's going to spot a sailboat. Again, I'm using that same triangle. We're going to spot a boat. Here's my boat. Angle of depression is 12 degrees. It is 66 feet tall. How far away is it from the base of the lighthouse? So X. This is going to be tangent of 12 is equal to 66 over X. Multiply both sides by X, divide both sides by tan 12, and you will get X is equal to 66 divided by the tangent of 12. And you'll get 311 meters is equal to X once you drop that in your calculator. Alright, moving on to the next one. We've got a cliff. It's 85 meters above the sea. Alright, from the top of the cliff, the angle of depression down to the boat is going to be 42 degrees. Here's my boat. How far away is the boat from the base of the cliff? So again, looking like this, it's going to be the same problem. We've got tangent of 42 this time is equal to 85 over X. We're going to switch those two bad boys, multiply by X, divide by tangent of 42, and X is equal to 85 over the tangent of 42. And I will get X is equal to 94 meters. Looking good. Alright, slide it on. We've got a kite. So here's my kite. Little tail. It's flying on the end of a 170 meter string. And they want to know that, well, it makes angle elevation of 55 degrees. How high is it above the ground? So again, that picture is going to help you with where that side is going to go. I've got 170 degrees. I'm going to use sine. So the sine of 55 is equal to X over 170. So 170 sines of 55 is going to be X. X is going to be 139 meters worth of string once you take that and dump it into your calculator. Genghis Khan. Here's Genghis Khan. He's going to be a little bit different. We got a little beard on him. You know he's angry because he's Genghis Khan. Anyway, he's flying himself a kite. Doodly-doo. He lets out 880 meters of string. And we've got an angle of elevation of 61 degrees, and we have the enemy right over here. How far away is the enemy? That's going to be the X. So this is going to be cosine of 61 is equal to 8 over, or X rather, over 880 multiply by 880 to the other side. Cosine of 61 is equal to x, and that's going to give us x is equal to 427 meters for number 5. Alright, we have Merlin and his pet falcon tethered to the ground. So here's my little tether, and I've got my bird. Alright, he's having a good time up there. He's on a 120-foot leash. Never seen a bird on a leash before, but I didn't write the problem. Let's go 62 degrees. Could be fun to see. I don't know. Flying around in a circle real fast. Not important. How high above the ground is the falcon flying? This is going to be sine. So sine of 62 is equal to x over 120. So 120 sines of 62 is going to be equal to x. X is going to be equal to 106 feet. Looking pretty good. Alright. Got a couple of copies here just in case I mess up. But let's see. Certain time of day, a vertical pole 5 meters tall. So here's my pole. It's 5 meters tall. It's going to cast a 7-meter shadow. What's the angle of elevation for the sun? So the tangent of my angle is going to equal 5 over 7. Looking for that. What you drop into your calculator is the inverse. I want that tangent, I want that angle. So you're going to drop this into your calculator. The tangent inverse, second tan, 5 over 7. You're going to get 36 degrees. Alright. When the sun's angle of elevation is 47 degrees, so here's my sun. Angle of elevation of that sun is 47 degrees. A building casts a shadow that's 32 meters long. How tall is the building? This again is going to be tangent. Tangent of 47 is equal to an unknown height over 32. So 32 tangents of 47, that's going to be equal to x. And this is problem 8. You're going to get 34 meters for x once you punch all that out. We've got a truck driving up a highway with a 7% grade. So I have 7 feet going up for every 100 feet I go over. That's the 7%. What's the angle of elevation? So the tangent of x is going to equal 7 over 100. Again, in order to pull that angle, I'm going to have to take the inverse tangent of 7 over 100, and this is again what you drop into your calculator, and you will get 4 degrees. Alright, so we got our triangle ABC. We've got A here, B here, C here. Angle B is 65, angle C is 34, and side B is 24. Alright. What to do? Well, the very first thing we can get is an 81 for side A. And the way you get that, you've got 34 plus 65 is 99. 99 plus 81 is 180. So that's our very first thing. Then we're going to use the law of sine. So I'm going to take the sine of 65, which is B, over 24, again, which is B. And this ratio is going to set up for A and C to get it. So I have both of those angles. So sine of 81 is going to go with A, and this will give me side A once I solve. So I'm going to multiply both sides, cross multiply, and I'll get A sine 65 is equal to 24 sines of 81. I'm going to divide both sides by the sine of 65, so A is equal to 24 times the sine of 81 over the sine of 65. And on this one, for number 10, you're going to get A is equal to, well, I'll call it capital A. Side A is equal to 26. We'll stop the video here.